Find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson set with you for some football. That is Ben Sauls, who has the ball on the tee. And off we go. Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. It's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On third down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Now he'll work his way out right. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Turnover on downs.
Dart gonna fake it to Scattaboo and look to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's going to get nothing out of that one. Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain. I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Bears.
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Chicago.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
A gain there of 20. That's good for a Giants first down. Now they'll pitch it out here. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On second down, Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. He's got it. And And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. Oh, big hole left side. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown Bears.
You know, we got to remember, Mike, this is only year 2. He's still a young quarterback out there. He's still going to make some mistakes, make some bad reads, but he's got to be able to learn from it, because as these defenses continue to learn him, he needs to make sure that he returns the favor and he learns them, because in this league, one bad throw can be all the difference in the game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Taken down.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Dart gonna hold on to it himself. Nothing. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead. That's Scatterboo. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Giants football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to have the Giants first. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
1st down, New York.
Now Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, New York.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Giants will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams moving to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's out of bounds. That gain is 13. It's going to make it a much more manageable 3rd down.
A gain of 13 yards.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Got the hook up there to Odunze. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Bears.
3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. This one grabbed by Austin. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
10 yards.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
It's now 4th down.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. He's inside the 25. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. The kicking team on for the extra point. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They pitch it to Swift. They'll take this forward for about 5. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Williams.
40-yard line.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Oh, this ball is going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. On 1st down, Dart. He'll let this go deep. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Gordon. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
At the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Deontay Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
It's now
every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin.
Williams' pass intercepted by the Giants. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing 3rd down and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That's taken in. And he will have a Giants first down. As the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up plenty on 4th down.
First down, New York.
Here's Dart. And caught with one hand. What concentration to bring it in. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Dart gonna hold on to it himself, trying to push the pile forward, but he's not gonna get in. They stop him up short. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Throwing is Dart. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way. Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboot. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Oh, they come out of the locker room smoking to begin the second half. A big play there right away. On the give, Scatterboot. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Try again. It's second and 10.
41-yard line.
Dart. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Brings up second and
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams. That one's incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And now it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He gets this complete to Burden.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Santos for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bears have taken a 4-point advantage.
Giants 24.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The middle with Scatterboot, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
1st down, 10 yards to go.
Giants.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Cameron Lewis there to make the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. Looking for the home run ball deep downfield. He is out of bounds, but that's a nice return. We'll give the offense the ball up past the 45-yard line.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, they was selling in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the monopoly board. Yeah, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, they was selling in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, come through fly. No cosign, I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young in the set just doing it makeshift out the garage. It's how you end up in Georgia. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and lift up with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, they was selling in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked,
I got the front and in the back. We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last lie you heard, this ain't that. Just that, I did. Made it out the gutter.
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Up next, it's our main event between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. They're going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Mendoza now. And he's going to go down here. They are on him back around the 28. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Gets everything he has under this one. Caught the football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on 3rd down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces 4th down. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
He's going to try another deep one here. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Willis. Enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. And that play brings up 3rd and 14.
A loss of 6
Offense play callers, they got their scripts, especially here early in a game to script success. Defensive guys, yeah, they got their sack scripts, and that one, that was written perfectly.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's incomplete, so the defense forces 4th down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. So they'll decline this and take the result. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Drive starts with Genty. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stops by Sean Robinson.
Robinson on the tackle.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They give left side to Genty. Has the first and breaks through midfield. And he gets this one down to the 27. Big play there for Vegas. 34 yards. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that,
and he will dive in. Touchdown Raiders. Ashton Genty, a 27-yard score. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Solid effort there as this one goes through. And they jump ahead by 4.
Raiders 7, Dolphins 3. Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. They go play action. Here's Willis. Bails out of the pocket quick. Dulcich hauls it in. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. Offense going audible this time. Now Willis looking to throw on second down. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming.
As a defense, you got to see the box. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Escapes the pocket. This is hauled in by Atwell. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. Here's Willis. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Genty on the draw. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
This is Genty on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Mendoza. And they're going to take him down here. Pressure gets to him at the 36. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th down.
They'll go. It's Mendoza. Finds a seam down the middle. He brushed him off with ease. And they will stay on the field, and they deserve to after that play. A big conversion on 4th down. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Raiders first down.
Working inside the red zone. It's a screen play to Genty. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. We're to the end of one. 7-3 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. Quickly out to the right. Complete. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Genty can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins.
Gets it again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Genty, the ball carrier. Touchdown.
That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
An extra point is made by Gay. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
14, Dolphins 3. Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Achane. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake, now Willis to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
43 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing is Willis. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Offense to the line fast.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 30-yard line.
Second down carry for Achane. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Caleb Douglas. Backing off a 71-yard drive with 6.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single?
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. They'll try it again, this time closer in after the penalty. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We've got a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. Moved up considerably, and the penalty makes this little more than a chip shot. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through. No problem.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Dolphins 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he'll take this ahead for 7. They've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down, and they're going to stick with Genty. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And it is 1st down, Las Vegas.
Juju Brents on the tackle. A gain of 12. 1st down, Raiders.
Here's Mendoza, another play fake. No place to go here, and they plant him back at the 37. Tyrell Dodson. And that will bring up 2nd and 18.
2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Giving this to Genty. And he's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
Don't think anybody was surprised in the building to see a run after the negative play on 1st down. And now at least it keeps you on schedule to get a chance here on 3rd.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's Mendoza. Here's his Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
2nd down now for Mendoza. Brought in by his back here. It's Shenty. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately. He's going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
It's Mendoza. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mendoza. Finding Bowers on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Las Vegas.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's the snap to Mendoza. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Juju Brents with a pick.
The first down pass.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's Willis to the air. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. And he gets this down near the 30. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Dolphins, first down.
So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. Willis in the pistol. Taking a chance to the end zone. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Working on 2nd down. Willis. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Warriors, 70, 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19.
Willis. And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Facing fourth down, Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit. This is going to be Riley Patterson to do the honors. It's a deep shot coming off the edge, and it's blocked! It's picked up inside the 45. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Willis now. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. Stops there, but that gets them the first big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during this game week of preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
They pitch it to Achane. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist balance, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Running with Achane here out of the gun. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind the
offense in the hurry-up here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. To throw, here's Willis. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Getting limited to a couple. And dose of the hurry-up here.
Brings up 3rd
They're shuffling things around a bit. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Goes right back to Achane, complete. And they won't get any of the action they wanted after that catch. The completion limited to just 3 yards. Now it's 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Willis to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Achane will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 4-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Warriors 17.
Now Willis looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Miami. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
His kick is good. For the moment, at least, we've got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker. Boy, this is catching all of us off guard. They're going for the onside kick here. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick.
Onside
and he's
kick
down after getting this up to the 41. I'm getting a feeling somebody had a dark roast, something pretty bold to drink this morning, Brock, because third quarter, onside kick, not sure that was on any of their play sheets. Any of the analytics had that as the call right there.
So you go coffee, I actually go to the meeting room tomorrow. And I think about that special teams coach who's got to answer to his head coach. And just what were we thinking here with this decision? Because the other side, they were more than prepared for it, and now they put their defense up against it.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Back to Genty. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down. This is Mendoza. Throwing left side. Bowers has it. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
3rd and just 2 to go. NC going for the line to gain. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Fourth down. Here's Mendoza. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
They run the counter to Achan. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Here's Willis. Fits it through the middle. This is going to be a big gain, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to be a Dolphins 1st down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win.
Okay, break.
We've set it downs from 37. Achan gets this on the draw. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Willis looking to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Raiders have some new life in the 4th.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Got a man. It's Dante Thornton Jr. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. I'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
And the Raider 1st down.
Mendoza working. On the move, headed right. And that's incomplete, only because of the hit applied, though. A good defensive play to bring up second down.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
Mendoza on second.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Mendoza, 3rd and short. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing 4th down.
The members tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he gets home. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton Jr., a 22-yard strike. They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects, so now one more kick from him. A field goal to tie us here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 21. Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They pitch it out to him here. And he is caught and sent out well behind that line of scrimmage. 2nd and long coming.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Throwing is Willis. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Let's go now. Hey, Madden Bronco touching 18.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Hitting his throw's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. No time to make that pass. Lucky he got rid of it at all, Brock. It's 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
This is Mendoza. Finds the in route complete. And he needed just a little bit more, didn't he? Got most of it. But the stop is made in time. So it is 4th down. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away.
41-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
Prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Rushes right there as he releases it, and goes nowhere near the target. Looking to avoid a sack there, Croc. It is 2nd down.
Dalton Johnson there defensively.
Here's Willis to the air. Finds his back. Achane stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Setting up to pass. Here's a screen for Achane. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They got the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
It's Achane on the inside give. Bounce outside, yields a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Achane. And they're going to do it, Croc. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown, and they just win them the ball game.
You can almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 4.
60 vices, 60 vices.
They're going to pass it here. Sends this to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play.